Hi everyone, welcome to yet again another tutorial. It's me Lena, and today's tutorial we are going to be making a very nice bow dress. So if you're new to my channel, you can always stay and enjoy what we have here. And yeah, let's get straight to the tutorial. We're going to be using a pair of scissors as usual, a 4mm crochet hook, robin yarn. It's 100% acrylic, as you can see, made in Kenya. In case you want it, you can order it online on Jumia. So let's go ahead and start off. To start off, we are going to be making a slip knot. Of course, we always start everything with a slip knot. Make your slip knot in any way that you desire. This is how I'm going to make mine. We're going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and remove our hook from the leave this loop and go back in the first chain. This is to help our work be straight. Okay, so in this position we are going to return our hook and be in this position. Okay, and we are going to chain 6, 7, 8, 9 up to your desired waistline, hip line I mean, but you can either use your just use your hip line, I think, or in case you want to use your waistline, you're going to have a bodycon skirt, very tight. Okay, but when you use your hip line, it at least gives room for you to, you know, fit in and stuff like that. So I normally use the circumference around my hip. So I'm just going to take the measurement around my hip with a tape measure and get the circumference that can cover that length. So I'm just basically going to be chaining a long chain to cover that circumference. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. I'm going to make 100, like I made 110 chains. This is enough to cover the circumference around my hip. Sorry for the counting, I just wanted you guys to understand what I basically do. So from here you're just going to slip stitch into the first chain like that. Okay, then chain 3 at this point. Okay, after chaining 3, just make double crochets all around this first row. All we are going to be doing is double crocheting. So go ahead and just make double crochets until you finish the whole of this row. Okay, see you when you're done with this first row of double crochets. So guys, I'm here. If you noticed, my work is not twisted in any way. Just go ahead and slip stitch on top of your chain 3. This is the top of my chain 3. Okay, go ahead and slip stitch there. This is what you're going to be having. So from here we are going to be identifying the sides of our work. Okay, in case you have a stitch marker, go ahead and try to attach a stitch marker. So let me just get this, since I've really never had a stitch marker. I don't know why I never even consider buying it, but yeah. So this is let me put my work in a way that I can get the seam, because that starting point is the seam. So this is just to guide you, because I don't need these things, but I need to guide you well, so that you guys can come out with something perfect. So go ahead and get your stitch marker. In case you have a stitch marker, just get it and clip it around this, okay, on the sides, because we are going to be doing increases on the side. So I chained 3 at this point after slip stitching, but this is not the way we are going to be slip stitching. I don't like it, okay. I don't like this method of slip stitching. So normally when I do my slip stitches, after entering in my last stitch, I turn my work like this and remove my hook. I pull this loop a bit and I go back into the first stitch from this side and I pull this loop through it and make that. If you're not new to my channel, then I'm sure you already know how to do this thing, but if you're new, you can always rewind and see how I did it. So this is what we have, right? So from here we are going to be chaining 3 and working double crochets until we reach our stitch markers, okay, until I reach my thread. Okay, so let's double crochet. I am actually making this video in the middle of the night, since lately it's really been a very busy day, and I don't know, I just always get so busy, and I said if I don't really wake up and do these things, I won't be able to handle it. So that's why I'm doing it at night, and there are people sleeping in the background, so bear with me. Okay, so guys, I'm just trying to reach my stitch marker like this. I want to show you guys, see, just 2 times, and I know you're going to catch a grip of it and do it yourselves. So from here I'm approaching my stitch marker, as you can see. I'm just stitches away from my stitch marker. So go ahead and put 2 double crochets in that stitch. In every stitch marker you're going to increase, okay, you're going to increase, make a double crochet, and in that same double crochet make another double crochet, okay. So continue to the other stitch marker. I'll meet you at the other stitch marker, which is just here. Where? Mine is here. I was wondering why. So go ahead to the next stitch marker and hopefully just make an increase too, but I'll show you what to do when you reach there. Ooh. So guys, I'm in my next stitch marker. At this point we're going to make another increase, that is 2 double crochets. So we are going to be moving from here until we reach our last point. So go ahead and continue double crocheting until you reach the chain 3. So guys, at this point we are going to be turning our work to slip stitch since I've ended my row. So go ahead and pull like that, okay, the way I showed you the first time. So chain 3 again and continue double crocheting until you reach your 2 increases. So let me take you through this very fast so that you can understand it. So all we are going to be doing is double crocheting until we reach our increase. You can always put a stitch marker where you increased, if, in case you can, okay, you like forgetting things, but if you're sharp and you can easily identify where you made your increase, you can just, if you're sharp, you can always just complete without a stitch marker. So I'm having issues with the lighting, but it's all going to be okay. So just go ahead and continue until you feel that you're almost reaching your stitch marker, the increase part. So mine is around here, you see. So we are going to put an increase inside that increase, okay. So let me reach there and show you. So when we reach our increase point, which is this one, this is our increase point, right? So in the middle there, you'll try and see that there is a stitch. There is a way these two stitches are joined together. So in here, okay, I hope you're seeing that there are 2 stitches here. So in here you're going to put 2 more double crochets, okay, like that, and we are going to continue like that until we get our desired length. So you're going to double crochet until you reach the next stitch marker, which is this one. You're going to put 2 double crochets in here and double crochet until you reach here and slip stitch, okay. Turn your work again, repeat the same process. When you reach where you put your stitch marker, like we would be here, make an increase again at this point and continue doing the same thing until we get the length of our skirt. Use a tape measure to get the desired length for your skirt. See you then. It's just a very simple process. So from here I'm just going to double crochet until I reach my next increase, that is the next stitch marker, and I'll make an increase at that point and just continue and slip stitch, turn my work and repeat the process, okay. See you when you're done with your desired length. Yeah, that's all. So guys, this is what I was talking about. If you did what I told you to do, you're going to have something that enlarges like this, okay. But in case it's too large, because sometimes you don't have hips, you can adjust in the middle. There is a way you can increase and reduce, you know, okay, like you can try to work it out to get your body shape. But this is the pattern for the skirt that the dress that we are making. So I stopped here, and from here I made something like 30 to 35 lines, something there, but you can make your desired lines. Really, it is not like I don't dictate that. So we're going to cut off our strands from here and we're going to go on the sides, okay. On the sides we are going to work away where our bow is going to be. So I'm going to need stitch markers at this point. So I always just use ropes like this to as stitch markers. So just go on the side take one end, okay, and put a stitch marker where you want your bow to be, okay, and take the other end. Of course, make sure the skirt is aligned properly, the seam is right in the back. Of course, make sure you're at the extreme end of your skirt, and create where you want your bow to pass through. Okay, this is all you, right? It's just you being creative right now and trying to figure out something. So this here to here will create a small bow, okay, but in case you want a bigger bow skirt, you can make it something up to here, or extend the side. So this is all your choice. So where you put your stitch marker, like let me extend mine a little bit, from which side, upper, so that my bow can be a bit visible. So there, just go ahead and get your slip knot. Okay, we're going to be attaching our yarn at the first stitch marker through this. Okay, give me a second. I'm coming back. So what I was meaning is that, oh my god, is that I have a lot of distraction this side. So after attaching your yarn, you're going to chain 3 at this point, okay, and we're just going to work double crochets on the sides. Okay, just there is no particular point where you're going to put your hook, but try to just jab it in a way where you don't create too much space on the side. Okay, it's just you being creative, because yeah, by the time you can crochet, then you are a creative person, because it requires you to just be smart sometimes. Okay, so just jab your hook around this side in a way that you don't create a lot of spacing in your work. Okay, so do that until you reach your other stitch marker, and the size of the stitch marker depends on you and how you want your bow to look like. Okay, it's just all you doing it. There is no measurement of this is the exact measurement for the bow. No, it's nothing like that. And yeah, let's just be creative and create something we love. So yeah, this side we just had a lockdown, and there is a lot of commotion, people calling, stuff, yeah, so that's why I'm really so distracted this side, but I'm sure I'm going to finish the tutorial with you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it and have fun with it, recreate something you love and enjoy wearing it. So I've approached my stitch marker like that. This is what I created, okay, out of my creativity. So from here you can go ahead and take off your stitch marker. So what we are going to be doing is making double crochets until we reach the other side, okay, until we can cover up to this side. Okay, so from here we're just going to be chaining 3, turning our work. Okay, of course you always have to turn your work, so make double crochets on top of every stitch you have. Okay, so this is just going to be our repetitive process. Let's do it one more time, and we finish it together. So what we are going to be doing actually is making a skirt, then making the bow, okay, and yeah, then the top part is very simple. We're just going to make something nice, something simple and nice, because I want it to be a dress, but you can also just make it to be a bow skirt and make a top for it. It's also very cute. Yeah, so it's all your choice. really it's just your choice. So let's go ahead and finish up this part, and yeah, you'll be able to do it. So I wanted to show you one more time what we are actually doing. So from here we are going to be entering into our last stitch, which is this one. Make sure you enter the last stitch, okay, like that, to make your work straight, and chain 3, okay, and turn your work and repeat the same pattern. So we are going to repeat this until we get to the other side. So I don't know which length exactly you need to get to the other side, but try to just, when you reach the other side, try to just, you know, estimate it on your own, okay? See you then. When I'm done with this, just all I'm doing is going back and forth with the double crochets until I reach the other side, okay? See you then. So guys, this is what we have currently. This is what I was meaning. You have to make something that can extend. Okay, let me try to make it visible. You have to make something that can extend up to the other side, because we are going to attach it on the other side, okay? And we are going to be tying this, okay, in the middle like this. We're going to tie it with something, just something small. Ignore the background noise, like there are a lot of kids here. So we're just going to be tying this like this, okay? After attaching it, let's go ahead and attach this on the other side. So to attach, make sure you just put this together in a way that you can see that this is in a straight line and stuff, okay? And get your other side. So mine, I've estimated it first, right? So at this point we're going to attach it like this, okay? You're just going to insert and make a slip stitch like that. So we are going to just be making slip stitches, okay, so that we don't create any commotion on the side. So just attach this using a slip stitch. Enter into the stitch, enter through that. Just see what I'm doing and do the same on the other side of your work, okay? It will create an effect that does not disorganize the pattern. So go ahead and do it until you finish, okay? See you then. So I'm done with that. Yeah, so after that we are going to be making some small rope. So go ahead and make a slip knot, chain a total of 5 chains, 2, 3, this is 4, 5, and cover the last chain, chain 3 more, and the 4th chain from the hook, make a double crochet. So this is just something little to tie our bow, something to make it a bow, right? Because this is going to be a bow dress. So we're just going to be doing that, double crocheting, and making this something that can actually tie this together like that, right? Yeah, so we're just going to make a total of let me see, it won't be long, something like 5 to 6 lines. So go ahead and do that. Yeah, so this is what I was meaning. Yeah, sorry for that too. This is what I was meaning, and we're going to be putting it in a way that, yeah, in a way that we can just connect these two parts together, okay, so that we don't be so disorganized. So go ahead and just put your stuff together like this, okay, and turn to the other side and make sure you get these two, and just attach this on the other side. It's just, you can use your darning needle at this point. It's really not necessary for you to stress yourself with these single crochet stitches, but in case you also want to do it like me, you can do it, but a darning needle can also do this, okay, because we are just tying. So the total of that was 6, I think, yeah, 6. So cut that and your bow would be tied already, and neatly just adjust this to get the bow in the right position. Yeah, so that is what we have currently. It's a very lovely bow. In case you wanted it to be a skirt, we can just do the ribbing on top, and yeah, there we have our skirt. So from here we are going to be working on the top part since we already have the skirt. So go ahead to your seam, okay, attach it at your seam, attach your slip knot at your seam. We are going to be doing what we call the back post front post ribbing. So I'm sure if you're not new here, you should be already knowing this ribbing. So we are going to go underneath this post I mean, with a front post like that. Then we are going from the back, you enter and in the back, from the back, okay, and over this post and pull, okay. Let me repeat that. This is the front post, just enter from the, like this is the way it comes from the front, like that, and from the back you get your hook, you turn the back, of course you yarn over, turn the back, go over this and pull. Just watch that in slow motion or just rewind and you will get it. It's not hard. I always do it here, so if you're new here, you could be getting it a bit hard, but if you're an OG OB, you should be already perfect at this. So unfortunately this is the same ribbing we're going to be doing down, okay, because we need some ribbing down here. So that's the same thing we are going to be doing down, okay. So let's go ahead and finish this first row of the back post front post ribbing. I'll show you for the second row, and we are going to be doing this for 3 rows, yeah, to create the best effect for connecting the waist to the downer part to the upper part, okay. So finish up this first row and I'll show you how to go about the second row. For the newbies, I know that all these they're just like, wait, I know this thing, chill. So yeah, see you then when you're done with the first row. So guys, I'm here. My last one was front post, I think so, yeah, it's a front post. So from here we're going to be turning our work, okay. You can not even turn because it is just a front post back post pattern. So we're going to be looking for our chain 3 and slip stitching on top there, okay. You can either turn your work or not turn it, it's the same thing because it's just the back post front post ribbing. So from here we're going to go straight. You will see that a front post is in the front and a back post is in the back. So really there is nothing to explain here. All you have to do, where there is a front post, go and just make a front post, and where there is a back post, go and make a back post. So just do this for the whole of this row. See you when you're done. Okay, so I'm ending again with the front post. So all I'm doing is slip stitching on top of my chain 3. So I'm done. I decided to only do 2 lines, but in case you still have the energy to do 3, we're just repeating the same pattern. So this is what we are having. Make sure you arrange it in a nice way that brings out the outlook very well. So from here we're going to be working on the top part. If you notice in the picture, it's more of an off-shoulder dress, right? So we're going to be again getting stitch markers. Okay, in case you have a stitch marker, get yourself one. So we're going in the back. Make sure you see we have a very neat seam. That is why I like that way of slip stitching. There's a way it brings out a very neat seam. So make sure you use it every time so that you get neat seams. Okay, so from here we're just going to attach. This is to get our back line. Okay, like our, just where we need a bare back, something like a bare back. So we're just going to be attaching, just estimate something that's good, you know, use your eyes. But in case you feel you cannot estimate, just go ahead and get put your scarf like this and measure the 2 parts, and make sure you bend the seam and see whether you've gotten the correct measurements. Like mine was not in the correct part, and attach it in the correct part. Okay, so that is all we are doing. This is just to help us know where we're going to be stopping, because we are going to be extending our dress upwards. So we're going to make a slip knot, okay, like this, and attach it here. Okay, attach your slip knot here. So we're going to chain 3 at this point, chain 3, and just make double crochets until you reach the other side. So double crochet until you reach the other stitch marker. Okay, see you then when you're done with your double crochet. So I just approached the stitch marker. That is it. I've removed it, and this is where the stitch marker was. So if you notice, it's a bit on the back. So this is the effect it has created on the back, like we have a bare back where we can lace up. So we are going to be extending this up to cover our bust measurement. So in case you have big boobs, make sure you do a total number of lines that can cover your boob area, okay, up to the top of your boob. Like when you find you have the perfect coverage, then you can stop, but it should not go over your shoulder. Okay, it should just stop at your boob. Okay, cover your boob, and that's enough. It's an off shoulder kind of wear. So all we are doing at this point, okay, let me go back in there. So all we are doing is chaining 3, turning our work and going back. Okay, so we are going to be going back and forth, just going upwards. Okay, so that is all we are doing. So go back and forth upwards until you cover your desired length of the bust. Okay, see you when you're done with that. So guys, this is what I was meaning. Ignore the dogs barking. It's a bit late this side, so I I just finished my piece and it's night, so I extended, I think, let me say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 and 19. I did 19 lines for the bust, and I did the back post, front post ribbing at the end here. Okay, the same ribbing we did here is the same ribbing I did here to end on this side. Then I went ahead and also did the same ribbing down. Okay, it's the back post, front post ribbing. It's the same thing we did for the waist, so just go ahead and just do it for this part and also do it for the downer part to achieve something that I have. So for the upper part, just extend it normally. You don't need to really stress about it. So the only thing left right now is the straps. We're just going to be selecting a point around here where you want your straps to be. It's you to decide. I like you can get a stitch marker, but in case you want to be accurate, just get the middle of your work. Okay, the middle of your work, try to align it in a way where the seam is in the middle like this. In case you want to be accurate, do this, then get the exact middle. This is the middle of mine. Okay, so you're going to count the same distance from the middle, like you can put this, then you can be like this. Okay, something like this for you to get your straps. So my first strap is going to be here. Okay, and my second strap, I'm just going to fold this to get the point to put it. So we're going to make a slip knot, and from here we're going to be chaining 3, and we are going to be making double crochets twice. So make only 2 double crochets like that. So chain 3 again, turn your work and double crochet into those 2 double crochets like that. Then chain 3 again, turn your work and double crochet like that. So we're going to be doing this for like let me see, this is 1 2 3 for 10. 1 2 3, this is, let's do it together, 4, this is 5, chain 3 10, this is 6, chain 3 10, that is 7, chain 3 and 10, that is 8, chain 3 and 10, that is 9, chain 3 and 10, this is 10. So after 10 we're just going to be, so turn your work and enter into your first stitch like this. Enter that first stitch without yarning over and make a slip stitch like that. Then we're just going to be chaining a long chain that you desire. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I'm going to be chaining 150 chains. So go ahead and repeat this pattern for the other side too, to get the strap. Okay, that is all. So this is what we have. Okay, 2 straps going backwards. So the straps are going to go over your shoulder. Okay, over your shoulder, and you're going to just lace it on the back of your dress. So you're just going to lace it like you lace a shoe, just like this, the way I'm doing it. So you just get that, it will be something like that. Okay, then you get the back, put it in the middle, get the front and every part. So in case you wanted more laces on the back, you can try and make the rope a bit longer, this chain. Okay, a bit longer, in case you want the rope to be a bit longer. So this is what we are going to be having at the end. This is what we are having. Okay, so this is all. And in case your dress, you want it a bit tighter from the waist, you can go ahead and make another chain. Okay, a long chain, and enter it underneath tutu from the band. You can just insert it from here and enter underneath tutu, like making a skirt. Okay, like the way I do it in other tutorials, and pull. Okay, so that the waist can be a bit tight. But in case you're in, okay, you really love the fitting, you don't have to make it really, okay, you don't have to work out the rope in the middle there. So this is what we have as a dress. I hope you love the tutorial, and I hope you enjoyed making the dress. I hope it's detailed and everything is there. In case you like the video, you can give it a thumbs up, and in case you have a comment about it, you can always leave it down there. In case you like what we do here, you can subscribe for more, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and being good learners. I hope you enjoy what you made and have fun with it. Thank you. See you in the next tutorial.